When winter arrives, we rush to protect ourselves. Warm clothes, blankets, heaters. But what about our dogs? Are they really comfortable? Most pet owners believe they are, but the truth is that cold weather can be a silent enemy for dogs, and many suffer without anyone noticing. Cold weather isn't just a change in temperature. It's a shift in your dog's routine and needs. When temperatures drop, their body has to work harder to stay warm, and that can affect everything, from behavior to overall health. Many owners assume that fur is enough to keep dogs protected. But is that really true? Not all dogs handle cold the same way, and factors like age, size, coat type, and even the environment they live in make a big difference. In this video, we're going to talk about how cold weather impacts your dog's health and well-being, and why it's so important to pay attention to the signs, even when they seem subtle. If you've noticed changes in your dog's behavior during winter or have questions about how to keep them safe, this video will clear things up for you. And if you enjoy learning more about your pet's behavior and want to give them a happier, healthier life, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We post daily videos made with care and responsibility just for you. Letting your dog sleep on a cold floor. Letting your dog sleep directly on a cold floor is a mistake many owners make without realizing it. Cold surfaces pull heat away from the dog's body, causing them to lose warmth quickly. This discomfort isn't just temporary. Prolonged exposure to cold can lead to serious issues like joint pain, especially in older dogs or those already dealing with arthritis or osteoarthritis. Plus, constant contact with cold surfaces can increase the risk of respiratory illnesses, since the body has to work harder to stay warm. Dogs, just like us, seek thermal comfort. When they can't find a warm spot, they may curl up tightly, shiver, or even avoid sleeping altogether, which affects their rest and overall health. And not all signs are obvious. Sometimes the dog just seems quieter or less energetic, and the owner assumes it's laziness. The solution is simple and makes a big difference. Provide raised beds, thermal mats, or thick blankets to create a barrier between your dog and the cold floor. Place these sleeping spots away from drafts and in the warmer areas of your home. For dogs that sleep outside, extra care is needed. Their doghouse should be insulated, protected from wind and moisture, and never placed directly on the ground. Not adjusting the diet. During winter, your dog's body has to work harder to maintain a stable internal temperature. That extra effort burns more energy, which is why many dogs feel hungrier on cold days. The problem is that not all owners notice this change or realize that their dog's diet needs to be adjusted during this time of year. Ignoring this need can lead to serious consequences. Your dog might start losing weight, become more lethargic, or even develop nutritional deficiencies that directly affect their immune system. And since cold weather already increases the risk of respiratory illnesses, any drop in immunity can open the door to infections and complications. Another key point is hydration. In colder weather, dogs tend to drink less water, which raises the risk of urinary and kidney issues. If the water is too cold or placed in chilly areas, they may avoid it even more. That's why it's essential to make sure the water is always fresh and at room temperature to encourage regular drinking. The solution is simple. Keep an eye on whether your dog is eating well. Check if the amount of food you're offering is appropriate for the season, and make sure they're staying hydrated. In some cases, it might be necessary to offer more calorie-dense foods or include wet food in their diet, which not only adds flavor, but also helps with hydration. Just remember, any dietary changes should be made with guidance from a veterinarian, because every dog has unique needs. Thinking fur protects from everything. Many dog owners believe that their dog's fur is enough to protect them from a cold. It sounds logical. After all, fur acts as a natural barrier against temperature changes. But the truth is, it doesn't guarantee thermal comfort on cold days, especially for short-haired dogs, small breeds, puppies, and senior dogs. Even dogs with longer coats can suffer when temperatures drop, because fur isn't a perfect shield against the cold. When a dog's body loses heat, it has to burn more energy to stay warm. If it can't keep up, the signs start to show: shivering, seeking out warm spots, refusing to go for walks, and even becoming withdrawn. In more serious cases, cold weather can lead to respiratory issues, weakened immunity, and joint pain, especially in older dogs or those prone to conditions like arthritis. Another important point is that dogs don't express discomfort in obvious ways. They won't ask for a blanket or a sweater. They'll simply curl up, stay quiet, and often the owner assumes it's just laziness or normal behavior. But behind that silence, there could be real suffering. The solution is simple: offer extra protection. Beds with blankets, spots away from drafts, and for more sensitive dogs, winter-appropriate clothing. These small measures help keep your dog warm and prevent cold from becoming a serious problem. Frequent baths or using cold water. Giving your dog a bath during winter is something that needs to be done with extra care. Many owners believe that keeping their pet clean is always a good thing, but in cold weather, it can actually become a real risk. Cold water, or even lukewarm water in a chilly environment, can cause your dog's body to lose heat quickly. That drop in temperature can lead to hypothermia, weakened immunity, and even respiratory issues, especially in puppies, senior dogs, or those with short fur. Another critical point is drying. If your dog isn't completely dry after the bath, the moisture trapped in their coat keeps cooling their body down. Even when using towels, it's common for the inner layers of fur to stay damp for hours. And many dogs don't tolerate blow dryers well, which makes the process even more complicated. This silent discomfort can lead to shivering, low energy, and in more serious cases, illness. It's important to remember that dogs don't need frequent baths. Their skin produces natural oils that help protect it, and excessive washing can strip away that layer, leaving the skin more sensitive and vulnerable. In winter, less is more. If a bath is truly necessary, choose a warmer day. Use lukewarm water, dry your dog thoroughly with a towel and a low-temperature dryer, and keep the room warm throughout the process. To maintain hygiene without risk, you can use safe alternatives like pet-friendly wet wipes or dry shampoos. These options help keep your dog clean without exposing them to the dangers of cold. Forgetting about healthcare. Winter is a season that demands extra attention to your dog's health. However, many owners assume that because their dog stays indoors, they're fully protected. That assumption can be risky. Cold weather doesn't just cause discomfort, it also increases the chances of respiratory illnesses like canine flu and tracheobronchitis. These issues may seem mild at first, but they can progress quickly if not treated properly. Beyond respiratory problems, cold weather worsens joint pain, especially in older dogs or those with a history of arthritis or osteoarthritis. Often, the signs are subtle. Your dog might avoid jumping on furniture, walk more slowly, or seem less eager to go for walks. These behaviors shouldn't be ignored. Another common mistake is letting vaccinations and deworming slide during winter. Many owners think the risks are lower this time of year, but that's not true. Your dog's immune system can be more vulnerable in the cold, and keeping vaccines up to date is essential to prevent serious illnesses. The same goes for parasite control. Fleas and ticks remain active even in lower temperatures. That's why it's so important to maintain a consistent care routine. Regular vet checkups, close attention to clinical signs, and a warm, dry living environment. If your dog starts coughing, sneezing, has discharge, or shows changes in behavior, seek professional help right away. Winter may seem like a calm season, but for dogs, it brings challenges that often go unnoticed. Each mistake we've mentioned here might seem small on its own, but together, they can have a major impact on your dog's health and well-being. Cold weather isn't just uncomfortable. It's a factor that can worsen existing conditions, lower immunity, and affect quality of life. That's why paying attention to the signs and offering simple care makes all the difference. Your dog depends on you to stay safe and comfortable, even when they can't ask for help. Now we want to hear from you. Have you ever made one of these mistakes, or do you have any tips for keeping dogs safe in winter? Leave a comment and share your experience. It might help other pet owners take better care of their four-legged friends. If you enjoyed this video, share it with other animal lovers like you. And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more content about our beloved pets' behavior. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.